Well, one knew his craft and the other one didn't. He walked right into it, whacked straight over onto the floor. Gosh. Well, entertainment, escapism, etc. But I'm here on a far more serious note, and that is to tell people about fuel cells. You know, this is the best message out for people who use cars, trucks, or anything where there's lots of fuel involved. I mean, if you want to go to that fight there, you've got to use some sort of transport if you're at a distance. And if you want to go overseas, you've got to use fuel. If you want to go on a train, it's fuel. If you want to go anywhere on ships and boats, and if you want to go and entertain yourself by on these pleasure craft, it's all fuel. And can I make a suggestion that you people look seriously at T-fuel cells? As to the left and right of me, I've got pictures of fuel cells here, and at the top of me, I've got an email address, which, you know, if I can't discuss the whole thing here because the time is limited, but what I will say is we did an installation on a Mercedes-Benz engine the other day, and the emissions dropped from 1.75 down to 0.8 and then 0.75 the following week. That just shows you how efficient it is. That means that you're burning more fuel instead of blowing it out through the exhaust. The particulates that are being blown out and measured at 1.75 are no longer there, and it's been reduced down to 0.8 and then 0.75. That is how good it is. That means if you've got your foot depressing down at say 2 inches to do the job, now you've only got to put it down to 1 inch down to get the same sort of power out that you got before. And that is because we're burning all the fuel. It runs the engine cooler, the emissions are better, the fuel savings are huge, and why don't you put them in? It's a message that's not being put out. It's being held down, and I want to get this out to as many people as possible. Thank you very much for listening, and please contact us at info@tfuelcell.com.